Okay, so okay, so gonna start off with the title of this stream, of this episode, I guess. Why I love Digimon. Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, so first off, what is Digimon? A few of you might not know, but Digimon is a franchise where you basically take care of a virtual pet and make it evolve or digivolve into higher evolution stages, so pretty much similar to Pokemon. It all started out with a Tamagotchi. Did you know that? It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. It started out 1979. Pretty, pretty old. Almost like me. Actually, a bit younger than me. But damn, I didn't know that at the beginning when I first got into Digimon, that it started off with Tamagotchi. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cute. I wish I had one. I don't have one though. But yeah. After that came a few manga and one-shots and stuff about, tamers and all that with Digimon that, they had and stuff, the usual stories. And yeah, and a few games actually came after that one in 1989 for a console that most of us probably don't even know. That's a Wonder Swan, and for the Sega Saturn. And after that came Digimon World in 1999. That was pretty much the game that most people, had and played and got into the series with, the franchise and stuff. They got this game and then they were like, oh my god, this game's actually amazing. I love this. And also because the TV series came out in the same year, so most people got into Digimon in that year or the following years. And one of them was actually me, but I was a bit too young when it came out. So I got into it a little later. Yeah, what made me actually fall in love? Well, that is pretty easy. Because, I was one of the kids that watched the TV series. I got into that pretty quickly. Because, I don't know how else to put it, but it was just this feeling of, I don't know, it's just, I loved the characters so much. I got into it so fast. Because I remember sitting in front of the TV with my older sister, watching Digimon, while being on the edge of our seats and almost praying for them to get home. Because, the first Digimon series was the first anime, the first season was about these kids right here that got into the Digiworld, got pulled into the Digiworld and didn't know how to get out. So they tried to get home, but while trying to find a way home, they encountered their Digimon and evil encounters that they had to fight off, and eventually found a way home. And it was just, I don't know, it just, I got into it instantly. I just looked at this fantasy world and these monsters and these friends, and I instantly fell in love. So it's kind of easy to say what made me fall in love. Yeah, it's pretty much the world, the Digimon, and the characters. So it's like short case here, because the characters are all babies and lovely children, and I love them so much. And the Digimon are also so pretty and so cute. And just the world in general, this fantasy world that I got to see for the first time back then, just hooked me instantly. I was like, I want to go there. I want to have a Digimon. I want to, feel what it's like and have this adventure with them. But there was another thing that hooked me and actually never let me go. And that is the soundtrack. Look at those pictures and tell me that you do not hear the same thing that I hear. You can hear that. You definitely can hear that. You have the evolution songs in your head instantly when you see these pictures. And that is one of the greatest things about Digimon, because you might not know, but I live in Germany. So everything about the series was translated in German, and that included the songs. All of the songs were translated into German. And let me tell you, the German version of all of these songs, I think they translated them until Data Squad. Like from Adventure up to Data Squad, they translated every single song into German. And my god, the German Digimon songs are fantastic. The Japanese ones are also good. I don't know about the English ones, I'm not acquainted with those, but German songs, the German Digimon songs are amazing. Amazing. And I am telling you, there's a very high chance that if you start singing the first German OP of Digimon at a German anime con, that I swear to God, a majority of people will 100% join you with singing the song. They would instantly join you, because it became a part of pop culture here, like instantly, because the songs just were so fucking good that everyone started to know them, everyone started to sing them, everyone just felt it. They felt it because the themes in those songs go right into your heart. It's about friendship, it's about love, it's about reaching your goals, about never quitting, always dreaming and fighting for what is right, And those messages are just, they hit different, okay? They just hit different. So everyone kind of felt hope and love and determination when hearing those songs. And that's why they stuck with people. And that's why they will never disappear from our memories, because they're so good and they hit you in your heart. Right when I was old enough to understand the lyrics, I also started to form my opinions on certain Digimon. Because that was when, the second season came out. And let me tell you, the second season, it did something to me that you could say it definitely made me fall in love with certain things. Yeah. Because, we're not there yet. Because the second season was when I fell in love with a specific Digimon. And it was Gatomon. Well, obviously, because hello, I am literally a cat demon. I love cats, obviously. And I guess you could say that's where I started, you know, to fall in love with cats. Because Gatomon is literally a cat and is a baby, and I love her. And I also love Hikari, by the way. And yeah. So that's when I started to, you know, get favorites. And yeah, my most favorite at the time was Gatomon. And right after came Vmon, because Vmon is also a baby and I love him. He's my baby boy. He's most precious dino ever. And yeah. But it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because Gatomon was also in the first season. So why didn't I fall in love with Gatomon in the first season? Well, that was probably because I was too little to remember anything about the first season. I actually recently rewatched it. I finished rewatching it on, I think, Wednesday. And my god, was so hard. It was so fucking hard not to cry almost every episode. Like in the last arc. The last arc just destroyed me. Jesus Christ. But yeah. So I was probably a bit too young to remember anything about the first season. That's why I rewatched it, because I couldn't remember shit. But the second season will always be in my heart, because that's when I, you know, started to understand everything that was going on and started to form opinions and really felt the same thing that they felt, the group right here that you can see, because they're all babies. I love them all. Yeah. And you know, I also love the ending of the second season. The second season will forever be my favorite season, because it just, you know, that's just when I started to really feel the connection, because I was old enough to understand everything that was going on. So yeah, my favorite season is definitely the second one, especially because of the ending. The ending of the second season, my god, it's the most satisfying thing I have ever seen in my life. There is nothing more satisfying to me than the ending of the second season. Nothing. It's like perfect. Okay? Even though it's fucking sad because of things that happen, but still, it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, let's get into the games. The games. Probably one of the few ones that probably. Yeah, right? Right? Second season's so good. Oh, that's so satisfying that they all, you know, get together and wrap up the whole story and are like, yeah, we continue being. Well, I don't want to spoil the ending actually, but yeah, you know what happens. But yeah. Anyway, the games. The games, actually, I'm not too sure when the time was that I got into the games, but I just remember my sister playing Digimon World, the very first one for the PS1, a few times, but you know, she had the same problem as everyone else. She was stuck because, you know, the guides to this game were not out yet, and the guide that was out was not accurate, so everyone was stuck. Stepper, please help. So yeah, you know, but you know, nowadays there are accurate guides for this game, and if you play them. If you play this game with those guides, you actually, I promise you, will have the greatest time of your life. I did that on stream, and oh my god, I actually fell in love with this game. Because it's so much fun to aim for the Digimon that you want. It's the greatest thing ever. It's so satisfying when you get that, and you know, I don't know. It's the greatest thing. Yeah, and I forgot where I was. Yeah, no, you definitely need help if you don't have a guide, because you know, you won't even know where to go and what to do. Oh, yeah, well, at least you got there. That means that you actually progressed through the game well and got to at least, I think it was 50%, 60%, something like that, until Mount Infinity opens. And so it's pretty good. Like, oh no, you think so? Oh my god, I hate that. But anyways, it's a fun little gimmick though. But I hate that, man. Penguinmon is worst. Like, it's a little shit. But anyways, yeah. So she got stuck. The music was great, actually. The music's pretty great. Like, in general, in that game, in my opinion. And also the graphics, like, hello. If you play this game nowadays, it still looks good. It's amazing. It's insane. But yeah, so after that, I think I got into the games around 2004. And yeah, because that was the time where I was pretty much into everything Digimon, because I was obsessed with the anime and tried to, you know, watch every single episode, and also tried to get my hands on the games, but you know, I kind of couldn't, because, you know, games were expensive. They're still expensive, and it wasn't that easy. But later on, I got my DS, and yeah, I had this pretty handy cartridge that allowed me to get a lot of Digimon games that I haven't played before. Totally legal, of course. So I got into Digimon World DS and Digimon World Dusk and all of the other games for DS, and I'm like, for real, I got obsessed. I was completely sucked in. I could not stop playing those games. I played them over and over because they were so much fun. I'm actually playing Dusk right now on stream, and it was amazing. It was the greatest thing. I was a fucking Digimon zombie, man. I was, woof. Dawn's also a great game. I personally prefer Dusk because I have a big bias when it comes to things that involve the moon, because I love the moon a lot. So, yeah, the design of Lunamon and Lunamon in general just completely hooked me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have that one. And yeah, by the way, every time I missed an episode back then, I actually started crying because I loved Digimon so much that I was like, no, why I missed that episode? No, please. I mean, I was like 9 years old. But yeah, after that, I think, yeah, I don't know, I was just, yeah, right. But sometimes my parents did that, and sometimes they didn't, because they were like, I remember one time when Digimon was, you know, playing on a TV, and they just fucking shut down the TV. They were like, no, stop it. We have guests now. You have to pay attention to the guests and not to the TV. So they just turned off the TV, and I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I am watching my series here, you stupid. Like, I was bawling my eyes out because they were like, no, you have to sit here with the guests and pay attention. instead of watching your fucking anime. Yeah, and then I was crying so much that my dad was like, come on, just turn on the TV again. I missed a full episode because of that. I missed a full episode. Okay? That was not okay. That was emotional trauma. I still remember that. But still, yeah, I agree. They did watch with me then, and they asked questions because they were the children of these guests, you know. So my cousins, I think, yeah, those were my cousins, and I, you know, yeah, right. So they were watching with me because they turned on the TV again, and they asked questions like all the time, like everything that happened. They were like, "What is that? What is that? Why are they doing that? And what is this?" And oh, I could not even. Like, my God, shut up! I am trying to watch my babies on screen and watch them overcome their problems and watch them and their partners grow and digivolve and fuck off, man. I am trying to enjoy myself here. But anyways, I actually never got into the card games. I mean, they look cool, but I'm not into card games in general. So, yeah, they were not really my cup of tea, sadly. But, you know, they still look cool. I would still have the card games if I had the money, just to, you know... Oh, thank you for the headband. Just to, you know, have them in a nice little show box or something, just because they look cool. Oh, I don't know that one. I should maybe try that on stream, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That would be a nice idea. I also found out that there were a few more DS games that I haven't played. Like Digimon DS games that I haven't played. So I will definitely play them on stream. I will also play Digimon World 2 and 3 on stream. But I don't know when. I'm currently playing Dusk. So yeah. Hello, Money. Yeah. So after that, we go to the next point. How do I feel about it now? I still have to play Digimon World 3. I have not played that one, like, at all. 2, I've only played a little off stream, but I will play all of them on stream. But I think I saw a few things about Digimon World 3, and that it looked like it was similar to Digimon World 1, which I very, very much prefer than Digimon World 2, because Digimon World 2 is more RPG-like, and Digimon World 3 is more like you actually walk around like like you do in Digimon World 1, which I definitely prefer, because I love the adventure part of Digimon. I love walking around in the world and seeing the Digimon in their natural habitat, and you know, all of that. I love that aspect the most, actually. So yeah. I played like an hour off stream of Digimon World 2, and it was kind of disappointing because I played Digimon World 1 before 2, obviously, because I'm playing it in the chronological order. I cannot speak. And I was dumbfounded, to be honest, because I was like, what the fuck am I doing? What is this? Why is this? What? Yeah, I played 4 back then, actually. But I was kind of stuck because I didn't know what to do. But I will play all of them on stream, don't worry about it. But yeah, how do I feel about Digimon now? Well, obviously, I will forever love this franchise, because, you know, I told you already, I love the world, I love the Digimon, I love the characters, I love the anime, and, you know, I will forever love Gatomon. I have actually a different favorite Digimon now than I had before. Because it's not Gatomon anymore. It's actually on screen. Oh my god, look at the baby. It's Lopmon. Lopmon is actually now and will probably forever be my favorite Digimon. Because I fell in love with it when it first appeared in the third season of the anime. I was like, that one. It's that one. I love Antilomon. I love Cerubimon. I love the whole evolution of Lopmon. They are all so cute, so amazing. I love the designs so much. I love the whole Cerubimon having a good and a bad evolution. I love that so much. So Lopmon is my favorite Digimon and will probably forever be. And I did not have plushies back then, but I do have a Lopmon plushie now. I got it, I think, 2 years ago. And I am not really sure, but I think it's life-size because it's really big. It's about the size of my screen, or maybe even my tower. I'm not really sure, but it's rather big. So I guess it's life-sized. And it's the cutest thing, and it's a great material, and it looks amazing, and I had to get it. I think I found it on a website somewhere. I don't remember. And it didn't even cost much. It was a normal plushie price. I think it was 40 euros, so it's pretty average price. And like I said, the material is amazing, and it looks amazing, and it's so soft and cute and life-sized, I think, and I love it, and I always sleep with it because I love him so much. And yeah, so yeah, I actually still want so many Digimon things, like figures and, you know, early games, like physical copies of the early games, just to have them, you know, like collectors thing and stuff. I would love to be a collector, but I do not have the money for that. And you know, yeah, figures. I actually have an anime and manga store here around, and they have, my god, I died when I saw them. They have action figures of Wargreymon and Belzemon. And oh my god, they literally, my god, they got the figures from the Digimon. My god, you do not understand how thirsty I am for Wargreymon and Belzemon. Okay, you do not understand. They're not my favorite. They're just the hottest Digimon that exist, in my opinion. Like, I wish I could buy them. I swear to god, if I had the money, I would buy them instantly. Instantly. No questions asked, no thinking about it. No, I would buy them the second I saw them. I would have bought them the second I saw them. But I do not have the money. But they look so great. I want them so bad. But yeah, so I would still love to have all of that, you know, all of the figures, all of the cards, all of the physical copies of the games. I would love to have that. I would love to have, you know, a gamer room. That would be so cool. Yeah, I think I saw an Imperial Dramon somewhere too, but I'm not too sure if it was in that shop or not. And actually, I also have nowadays, because I'm not like completely just blind with love, but I also have some criticism about the franchise in general. But that really is just game specific mostly, I think, because I do not like the RPG aspect of the Digimon games nowadays. It's a bit, you know, not the direction I would have wanted. for the Digimon games. Like I said, I love the adventure aspect, like walking around and stuff, like they do with the Pokemon games nowadays. I would love to have that for Digimon. I would also love to have a fucking Digimon Go. But no, we can't have that. Because, Bandai Namco doesn't seem to be smart enough to fucking do that. Why? I want that. I want to hatch Digimon eggs. Let me hatch my babies. Where's the problem? Bitch. Come on. You can do that. I know you can. Why am I still not having a Digimon Go? Please. 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 I would die for that. I would be so happy if we could have that. Why can we not have nice things? Ouch. Why can we not have nice things? Where's the problem here? I hate that. I hate that fact. But anyways, what else? Is there any other criticism I have? Well, I mean, I guess the anime nowadays, the new seasons, are pretty meh, in my opinion, because they will never ever capture the same feeling that you got of the original 2 seasons. And also Tamers. Tamers was also great, actually, but it was completely different than Adventure. Because Adventure includes the 2nd season, so I'm just gonna name it Adventure. And the Digimon Adventure, so the 1st and the 2nd season, was the best thing you could get, actually. Tamers was also great, but completely different. Frontiers, though. Do we really want to talk about Frontiers? Like, I don't know about that. Maybe I am thinking about rewatching Frontiers right now, because I am done rewatching Adventure. And like in the original dub, I rewatched that in the original dub because I actually want to get a feeling of the original and not the German dub, because I watched everything back then in German, but I'm currently watching it in the original. Frontier, I don't know, it just bothered me so fucking much that they digivolve into Digimon. I do not like that. I do not like that. But I think the majority of people agree with me on that. I also don't really like the characters, actually. I think they're kind of annoying. And, you know, just caricatures of the old cast. And that is a bit annoying. But, you know, the newer seasons are all caricatures of the old cast, in my opinion. But, well, they kind of try and do something else with Ghost Game, but I got tired of Ghost Game. I dropped it. Because it's, I don't know, it feels a bit more like Pokemon than Digimon somehow, and I don't know how to feel about the newest seasons. It's weird, it's weird, it's very weird. But yeah, maybe I should rewatch Frontiers, you know, just to see if the dub actually makes it a little better like the original dub. I'm not too sure about that, but I will give it a try. Yeah. They at least they're trying something different. I appreciate that, and I like the new 2 of the new Digimon. I do not like the Jelly Digimon. That looks stupid in my opinion, but I do like the bear. And I do like the dino. They look great. I like them. The bear is very fluffy. I love him. And the dino is very cute. But yeah. Anything else? The Frontiers was a bit... I don't know what bothered me the most about Frontiers. I think it was really just the humans digivolving thing, because it was just against my inner Digimon rules, you know? I was like, no, you're breaking a rule here. No. I mean, they did this in Tamers, I know that, but it was kind of different because they fused with their Digimon, which made it a bit more, you know, important and stand out and be something, how can you say? Something magical, something that comes out of their friendship and out of their love and stuff. So it's kind of more important and more impactful, and it makes more sense to me, at least. But yeah, and Frontiers is like, where are my partner Digimon? Where are my friends? Why are you Digimon? No. 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 Yeah, they're so, like... Characters in Frontiers are just a bit annoying, okay? They either cry like babies, or they fight each other like babies, or they start hitting each other and beating each other like babies. But I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have a point there. That's definitely what kids would do. But you know, I don't know. Maybe you should at least try and get along. I don't know, maybe that's something that would be nice, you know? I mean, what's the problem? But yeah. No, I don't know. I guess I will rewatch it in the original dub. Yeah. I think I will do that. And if I really cannot stand it, I will drop it and be like, okay, no, it's fine. I do not like this and it's okay. Yeah. Maybe I will also rewatch the others if I can get through Frontiers, because I actually have not really watched Data Squad. I think I just watched a few episodes when they aired on TV back then. Wait a second, I'm gonna drink some tea. Yum yum. Yeah, Data Squad. A few episodes of Data Squad, so I have no idea what actually happens in Data Squad. I only know that the main character slaps some Digimon with, you know, he just gets in there with his fist. And he has an Agumon with a weird red wristband. And that's all I know. And I still know the German opening of that season, even though I have not watched it, because I always just look out for the songs and then I, you know, vibe to the songs, because the German songs, German Digimon songs are fucking amazing. But yeah, that's all I know about Data Squad. So I will probably watch Data Squad because I'm pretty sure that Data Squad will be, you know, more like the thing I'm looking for, like, you know, when watching a Digimon anime. So because it, you know, it's still a Digimon and his partner kind of thing, so I guess that will be something that I'll probably enjoy. And yeah, and then maybe, big maybe, I will watch Cross Wars again, because I think I watched the first 5 episodes of Cross Wars, and then I was like, my god, I hate the cast so much. They look so stupid. I hate the designs so much. I hate Shoutmon so much. His design is stupid. His gimmick is stupid. Everything's stupid. I hate everything. But maybe I'll get into it. Maybe. Just maybe. Big maybe. But yeah, no. And after that, I think after that was Ghost Game. I still maybe have to watch Kizuna. I'm not too sure if I did, actually, because 2020 was a big blur. You can probably relate. Yeah, I probably have to rewatch the movies, because I do not remember if I watched Digimon Adventure Kizuna. I maybe should do that, because did you fucking know that they are actually working on an continuation to Digimon Adventure Kizuna, and it's gonna be about the Digimon Adventure 02 cast, and I'm so fucking hyped because it's my favorite season, and I cannot wait about... I am so hyped. I want to see my babies on the big screen, and I want to hype them up and cry because they're back, and yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there and watch that fucking amazing movie and cheer on my babies, and I am so hyped. I love everything about the second season, and I cannot wait. Thank you. I cannot wait to see my babies. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Maybe I should watch that too. Yeah, maybe I should watch that too. But yeah, I guess my least favorite season of Digimon is currently probably Cross Wars. It was Frontiers back then, but it's probably Cross Wars now, because I watched Cross Wars and I was like, I hate everything here. I actually prefer Frontiers over Cross Wars, because Cross Wars is just, oh, ew. But yeah. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, they all looked kind of off. It was like they tried being Digimon, but they looked like caricatures, and it was weird. It was just weird. Let me take a sip. Yeah, right? Like, Shoutmon actually looks like a toy, and that ruins it. That completely ruins it. Yeah, that's definitely what they did, yeah. It was terrible. It was pretty bad. But yeah, anything else? I cannot decide on, which Digimon game is my favorite, actually. At the moment, I actually tend to say that it's the first Digimon World, because Digimon World is such an amazing game if you play it with a guide. It's so much fun, and you can just keep on playing, because you can, refill your catalog and get all the medals and get all the things that you didn't do yet on your first playthrough. You can always do New Game Plus. You can always just, fill up your techniques and stuff. It's so cool. You can always do something there. And the world is amazing, and it makes so much sense, and the fighting is fair, and it's a bit RNG, because sometimes your Digimon, when it doesn't have enough, intelligence, it kind of does what it wants, but it's still fair enough. So, I love that game. Right after, probably Dusk. because Digimon World Dusk is a pretty good game. I love the story, I love the characters, I love the design of the main character. She actually appears in Cyber Sleuth, and that is pretty fucking cool. When I first saw her in Cyber Sleuth, I was like, oh my god, I know that! I know that girl, oh my god! And they did a remake? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. What console? What console? I actually didn't know. Damn. Damn. How did I not know that? Huh. I am shocked. I am shocked. I have to play that. I have to play that. It probably doesn't have the same charm as the original though, because the original, I don't know, there's just something about the graphics of the original that is so good, and the sounds of the original, just everything about the, you know, Digimon World game, the very first, is so charming, so lovely. I love everything about it. It's so great. Oh. I think I saw Next Order somewhere. I think I can play that on stream. Yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah, I have to play a lot of Digimon games still on stream, of course, because I will not play that alone. Yeah, so we have a long, long way to go still. You could say that this channel could, you know, be a Digimon only channel for a few months. Just because I feel like it. Yeah. And I actually also want to revisit a few classics from the PS1 era. I want to play a Spyro game, the very first, actually, fun fact. Because I can, and because I always wanted to get into Spyro. I never played a Spyro game before, but I always knew that I would probably like it. So I'm gonna also do that after the Digimon era of this channel, I guess you could say. And maybe also play Gax. But the thing about Gax is that it's terribly hard. It's great, it's amazing, I love the gameplay, I love everything, but it's so hard. It's so fucking hard. The final boss of Gax 3, because Gax 3 was the game I played back then, it's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal. Especially because if you fuck that up, you have to repeat the whole stage, which is the death of me. The death of me. But yeah. So we still have a few more things to do, because you could say that my channel is kind of going the retro route, because I actually prefer old games over new games, because they just have this this charm, you know. I don't know how else to say it. They just feel different. They feel like they have way more love in them, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. They just feel like it's, I don't know. It's just magical. Maybe that's my nostalgia. Okay, yeah, that could also be. But it's just, I boot up the emulators and I'm like, I am back. I am back into my favorite place. Yes, I actually played off stream. I played I booted up Wild World again. Like Animal Crossing Wild World, my god. Nostalgia hit me like a bitch. I love that game. I still love that game. I looked at the graphics and I was like, I love this. It looks amazing. I still love the graphics of Wild World. It's amazing. Yeah. Some games give me the same feeling. Like Undertale, for example. Undertale and, of course, what is the Deltarune? They give me the same feeling as the games back then. They give me the same feelings because they also feel like they have a lot of love in them. Isaac too. Isaac is also a game that has a lot of love in it. Yeah, they're writing. Yeah, exactly. It's not the graphics. It is not the graphics. It has nothing to do with them being pixel art. It has nothing to do with that. It is the writing. The writing feels and the gameplay feels like it's, made of the same material, the same love, the same dedication as the old games back then. Because the newer games kind of feel like they're missing something. Like there's not a lot of heart put into them. But like I said, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just nostalgia, I am not sure. I just know that I feel that way. Yeah. But going back to Digimon, what is a thing that, made Digimon a part of me? Because Digimon kind of formed me into the person I am today. That's obviously not the only thing that formed me, but you'll know what else formed me in the next parts of what I love. So stick around for that. But there is a message that Digimon, gave me, and I hold it up until today. I hold that message in my heart, and that is the one and only most beautiful message I have ever seen, which is probably in most anime, back then at least, and it's live your dreams with your friends next to you forever. And it's so good, and it's so heartwarming, and that's pretty much what Digimon is. This is Digimon. This message here. This is pretty much the message of the whole series, of the whole franchise. I am pretty sure that Pokemon has the same message, but they don't convey it as much as Digimon, in my opinion. Because Digimon really, gets you. They get you. Yeah. Because they're missing their friends. And that's why the ending of the first season was so fucking heartbreaking. I almost bawled my eyes out. Like, oh my god, just thinking about it almost makes me cry. I'm not gonna spoil the ending. But, my god. Like I said, I rewatched it, I finished rewatching it on Wednesday, and my fucking god. Oh my god. I am so fucking glad that the second season was a thing. I know the second season was like, bitch, don't worry about it. I'm so glad about that. Oh my god. Man, I died inside. I died inside. So bad. Oh, Digimon Adventure, man. It fucks with my heart. My poor Kokoro! Damn it. But yeah. That was actually it. That was actually the whole presentation. But you can still, you know, ask me questions about it. You know, that was all I prepared. I hope you enjoyed it, actually. It was you know, a first here. That was the first episode of this format, I guess. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do more of these. I'm gonna do, the next one is probably gonna be about... I'm not too sure. I have 2 topics on top of my mouth, on top of my tongue right now. And that is either why I love Sonic or why I love JoJo's. So, I cannot decide. I am very torn apart. I'm not sure what to do next, because Sonic is actually the next big thing that made me who I am. And JoJo's is pretty recent because I got into it this year. So they're both kind of pretty close. Pretty close. It's a close race. So I'm kind of torn here. I'll think about it. I also kind of tend more to Sonic because, like I said, it's actually it almost has the same weight as Digimon in my heart, because I got into Sonic at the same time, kind of a bit later actually than Digimon. Yeah, because I got into Digimon around 2004, and I got into Sonic about a year later. Yeah, actually. Or did I get into Digimon a bit earlier? I don't remember. But yeah, but it is pretty much very close to me. It really made me who I am, just like Digimon. So probably gonna tend to Sonic first, and then do JoJo's after. And I think, what else is on my list of why I love? What else do I love? Maybe anime in general? I could also do anime in general, yeah. Or music. Because we're talking about things I love here, so it could be anything. It could also be food. Yes, right. Oh my god. I could talk about why I love my culture. My culture, because I may live in Germany, but I'm actually Italian. So getting into my culture would also be pretty cool. Yeah, I'll think about it. And I'm gonna probably also do a few artists here and there, like The Weeknd, for example. I am a big fan of The Weeknd. I think his music is amazing. Like, my god, I love his recent albums. My god, they're amazing. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a few more of these on this channel. So, you know, don't miss out. Okay. And yeah, if there are no questions, I'm gonna probably head off. I think maybe Maybe I can also do a stream where I, you know, sing a few Digimon songs. How about that? I actually thought about having the after party right after this stream, but I guess I'm gonna move it to another day, but I'm not too sure. Maybe next week? Maybe next week? We could technically also do it like in a few minutes or so, but I'm not too sure because you know, I kind of hoped that there would be more people here, but that's okay. I guess we can move it to another day when more people have time. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna go now, it seems, because you know, there's nothing else to talk about. That was all of my input here. Yeah, thanks for listening. Gonna go to my room again here. Oh yeah, make myself a little bigger. Yes. Whoa, I love this model, even though it's not my real model. It's my lent model, I guess. Okay. Have a great rest of the day, okay? Bye.